Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a public relations officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VODNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VODNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, then let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there. Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a public relations officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VODNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VODNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, then let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there.
Let's have a seat. Good afternoon to everyone, and once again we are all welcome to this wonderful
Hello there,
program.
I'm Melissa Luma, a public relations officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VOTNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VOTNEC presents to you a knowledge packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious why some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, then let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure a perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children.
It is the process of helping individuals, schools, college, students, or that is the individuals, in bracket we have the schools or college students or professionals in making adequate educational and occupational choices. I'll take it again. A process of helping individuals, that is in brackets schools or college students.
I'm Melissa Luma, a public relations officer and member of Voice of the Educational and VOTNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise,
I'm sure if I want to ask the question why you are going to school,
fields of life.
Somebody will tell me I'm going to school.
VOTNEC presents to you a knowledge packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious why some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose?
Because she wants
Let's talk
to
about
know.
career. What is career
She wants
all
to get
about?
knowledge on
Career
what
is
she
a
will
job
become
that
in
someone
future,
does
and
over
to
a
get
long
her
period of
dream
time
job
with
an
specific
engineer.
qualified
She wants to
skills
become
and
an
techniques.
engineer.
If you're
And
still
if
in
I want
doubt
to ask
about
that
this
same
fact,
question to many of us
if you
seated
need
here,
more
we are going
clarifications,
to give our
then
own different
let's solve these
reasons why
problems
we want
once
to,
and
because
for
for the
all.
sake of time,
Join us this Saturday, the 14th of
everybody
August
cannot answer that
2021
question.
from 12 p.m. to 5
reason why
p.m.
this
and on Sunday, the
program is being
15th of
carried out
August
is to help
2021.
each and every one of us. We are all going to school. Some of us are here going to school. Some of us are at the verge of entering into the university, and some people don't even know what they want to become. Some people actually don't know what they want to become in future. If you ask them, why are you going to school, they'll tell you, I'm just going to school. Probably because your parents want you to go to school. Probably because you see others going to school and you want to meet up or match the status of your friends who are going to school. So we all have diverse reasons of why we are going to school. But this program is going to help you, educate you, or guide you on the reason, or maybe probably on your premeditated career, what you already have in mind, guiding you through that process, and also to do what? It says it's not only for students as well, even people who are working. There are some people here who are not even who are not doing the kind of thing, or probably in a career or in a job in which they want. They are not. If I want to use an example for myself, one time I remember when I was growing up, I always want to be a manager. A manager, because I know that when you do management, you touch a lot of money. So I like a lot of money and I want to have a lot of money. So I know that me being a manager, it will help me, or it will meet my dreams of having a lot of money. That was what I had in mind. So at that time, because of the ideologies I have at that time, anything I am doing at that particular time was to become what? A manager. I forgot about so many things to put in place. I was just thinking of the money I want to get. I'm sure in this program you will be getting more. So this program is just to help you. And then the second definition, according to IG Global, is the constellation of self-perceived attitudes, talents, and values that form the core of a person's occupational self-concept. All the big grammar there is just a combination of your attitude, of your passion, your gifts, your talents, in order to do what? To form a career. It means that a career is not only what you want to be, but it has to entail some other parts of you, so that once you engage in it, you find yourself doing it with joy and happiness and not with sadness. The next slide, please. So why are we here? The reason why we are here is to review the dangers of choosing an unsuitable career path. The reason why this program was organized is for us to do what? To review the dangers of choosing an unsuitable career path. Many of us, or some of us, we have made career choices in which it is not best for us. The reason being that we don't have the knowledge about it. Probably you just know that a career is something you will just do, and then they give you money in return. Probably at the end of the month, you earn a salary and you're okay with it. But it entails much more than just having a job and having a pay. It entails a lot. When you'll be talking about your career and your passion, you'll get to know more of these things. So the second is to assist students discover an ideal path, an ideal career path. Like I said, to guide you not to make an unsuitable career choice, and also to guide you or to help you discover the ideal career path for your life. Perhaps maybe you might have made the decision already, and you say, okay, this is what I want to become, and this is final. Nobody is changing it. But with the knowledge that you will be getting from here, you will start seeing reasons in the kind of career that you have chosen for yourself. This thing that I've chosen for myself, is it good? Is this the right career path for me to take? That is the thing. Those are the things you'll be discovering here. The third is show how to overcome challenges to choose a suitable career path. I tell you, there are challenges in everything we do. Even to choose a job or a career for ourselves, there is challenge in it. We have so many challenges. Some of them we have family pressure, we have peer influence. Those are challenges. Because your friend wants to become a doctor, you too also wants to become a doctor. Do you know why your friend wants to become a doctor? No. But because you've seen that, oh, this is my best friend, we work together, we study together, we sit together. If she wants to become a doctor, it means me too, I also want to become a doctor. And at the end of the day, pursuing that doctorate, the doctor career that you're talking about, you end up killing somebody in the hospital, one, because you are not wired for it. So you need to choose wisely on the kind of career path to take. The fourth is to assist students with tips on how to match passion when choosing a career path. Your passion is very, very important when it comes to your career path. It is very, very, very important. I will just take for myself, for example, while I was growing up, I always have the privilege or the opportunity to teach women. Sometimes, way back, I used to see like it was a burden or somebody was forcing me to do it. But as I grew up, as I came here, we will be discovering at one point in time you'll be told on the place where you are. And at one point in time when I came here, I discovered myself. That was when I actually realized that all those things I was doing, going about teaching women, adults, I was just about 14 years old by then. I was teaching mothers, big mothers. So I didn't know that that was something in me that I could manifest. And when I grew up, I started seeing things in my society. I started seeing things changing. And I started asking myself questions. This kind of thing that is happening, is it that people are not existing? Can this thing not be solved? Because when you're talking about passion, it's something that you really want, that, like, there is a problem in which you have seen that you want to solve. And your passion, for example, my passion can be on child abuse. Let me put it that way. And anything about child abuse, if I see anything about child abuse, it irritates me. I just want to, maybe it's somebody beating a child, and I'll just confront that person. Why are you beating this child? I always want to bring solution to that thing. That becomes your passion. It means that you cannot stand people beating children. If you see it, there is always something you want to do to solve that thing. It means that thing has become a passion. It has become an attachment to you, of which you cannot do without. So here we'll be helping you on how you can match your passion while choosing a career. It is very necessary because it helps you enjoy your career while working. You're doing something you like and at the same time you're making money. How does that sound? Doing something that you love so much and at the same time they are paying you for it. It's like, because when you're doing something you like, it's like you're not even working at all. It's like you're just doing to fulfill yourself or to satisfy yourself, and at the end of the day you are being paid. That is the most important, or the most advantageous career you can always have. So we'll be teaching you on that. Please, the next slide. Helping participants match gifts, talents, skills when choosing their career path. We all have our talents that God has given us, our gifts. For somebody, it can be you have a gift of listening or a gift of solving problems. That is a gift. Not everybody can solve problems with immediate effect. But there is somebody, if you just bring a problem here, now like this, the person is giving you a solution, it's a gift. There are people who don't have patience. So if you come and sit and you will say, let me tell you a story, the person will say, go straight to the point. I don't want to hear all these things you're saying. That is a gift. How do you match it with what you do or your career? And a gift always helps you in doing what? In advancing in your career. Because in your gifts, you find so many other things, or you discover so many other things about yourself which you can apply in your career and you make it work. So gifts, talents, and skills are very, very important when choosing a career path. You should always think of them. Even in getting a job, even in when you're applying for a job, it is always important to put your gift. Tell them, I can play football, I can play handball, I can solve problems, I'm a problem solver, I can listen, I'm a good listener. You don't know what the organization needs. Probably just a good listener will be what the organization or the institution where you are applying for a career needs, and you are taking. So as well as it's important in the career, it's also important in doing what? In getting a career. So we should not joke with that. All of those things will be taught here in detailed. So don't miss any of these sessions. So help students avoid unsuitable career path. I've deliberated on that one already. Help participants in unsuitable careers to switch to suitable career path. Like I said, there are some of us with already preconceived idea on what we want to become. Somebody will say, I want to become a doctor, or I want to become an engineer. But meanwhile, deep in you, you're just saying that because you see others doing that, or probably because being an engineer, you earn a lot of money and you want to do it. So you might be in a wrong career path already, but there is always a way you can find yourself back to a suitable career path. There is always a way. You'll be finding that out here. And to help parents understand the dangers of selecting a career path for your children, for their children, as well as the benefits of allowing them choose what they like. Unfortunately, we don't have parents here, but tomorrow when coming, you can also invite your parents. It is very important. Some of us, before we become anything, before we start going to school, your mother already tells you, your father already tells you. Just know that as you are going, you are doing science. No matter how dull you are in chemistry or physics, he's telling you, you are doing science, whether you like it or not. You go there and struggle, probably you write O levels like 10 times and fail. You are doing science. She will not even she will not even open her eyes to see that, oh, this path that I have asked my child to go into, is she bright in it? Is she brilliant? Is this actually what she wants? Because there is a difference between when somebody wants something for you and when you want something for yourself. When somebody wants something for you, you do it to please the person. But when you want something for yourself, you do it to please yourself, and it comes with determination. Sometimes you just go to school because your father says you want to become a doctor. No matter how many times you face it, after I'm not the one paying my fee, I will go. You say I'm not the one paying my fees. Because I'm not the one paying my fees, I will just be failing and failing and failing. But because that is what you want to become, because this is the thing you want to do, in all of those things you're determined. If perhaps maybe you know you are not good in the science subject and you actually want to become, you put extra effort. You even ask your parents, mommy, please, can you give me money for extra classes? Can you give me money to just to do what? To add knowledge. Because you know that what you're learning in school will not help you. You need extra knowledge for it. So it pushes you to do what? To act. So our parents also need to be here to learn this truth. It's good. You want your child to be a footballer, to be a doctor, to be an engineer, to be a nurse, to be a teacher. It's good. It's not a bad thing. But is that what that child wants for herself? Like I tell you, the parents will be seeing the benefits and as well as what? The disadvantages of choosing a career path for their children. So this program is very very important. It's a must-attend program. You need to be here. And it does not only entail you choosing a career path, but it also entails you to do what? To know the kind of thing to study while choosing your career. You will not say, I want to become an engineer, you go and do geography, or you go and do economics. There is no engineering in economics. So you start thinking about physics when you talk about engineering. You start thinking about what? Physics. So you need to know, if you want to be an accountant and probably you want to go to the University of Boya, what do you need to have to go and study accounting? That is because what you study, your educational path should always do what? Link you to your career. Like I said, you cannot want you not want to go and be let me say do banking and financing in UB and you're studying biochem maths in the high school. For who to admit you? So you see that you have already lost your career track. So it is very, very important for us all, as you are here, to attend this program and attend it right up to the last. And like I said, it might not be for you, but it might be for others. Invite your parents as well so that they can come and learn this truth. Thanks for your keen attention.
Who got something while we are here? Let me see your hand. All right, in 1 minute, please. Can I know?
Well, I learned how to overcome challenges to be able to choose a suitable career path.
I just want to know one of the reasons why we are hosting this program, as I told you.
To know the right career track.
She said to know the right career track.
I learned that we are here because we want to match our passion with our career.
The objective is to match passion with career. My dear.
I learned that it's important for parents to allow children to make their choices and not force them.
Uh-huh.
Well, not to make a wrong choice in choosing our careers. And to choose wisely too.
Wow. What's your name?
Daisy. I learned that it's not advisable to be under peers' influence, because it's going to lead us to, it might lead us to pick the wrong career track.
I learned that our career must always go in line with our study subjects that we do in school.
Please, I would like to that you introduce your name.
My name is Jingwande. I learned about the dangers of choosing a wrong career path, and also the advantages of choosing a right career path. I think the objective is to educate, to educate us on how best to choose a career path.
I learned from this program is how to choose your career, not only by what you see people or what people mostly do in the society, but from your gift and your talent which God has given you.
Okay, while we are doing what we are doing, this session we just had is to harmonize our expectations. That's the objective. So that all of us know why we are here, what you should be expecting. Because each of those objectives that they have taken time to explain them have been broken down into models. And that they are the models that will be covered during this program for today and for tomorrow. Are we clear? So that your expectations are harmonized. All of us are expecting the same things and all that. So without any waste of time, we are going to be calling our next presenter in the person of Ms. Tato Dillis. Can you put your hands together? And she will be taking us on the dangers of choosing an unsuitable career path for your life.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm not getting you. Good afternoon. I'm still not getting us. Good afternoon. Give your neighbor high five. That high five is too shy. Can you give one correct, career-oriented high five? Let me hear the sound. Wow, I'm getting the sound behind there. You all are once more welcome to this wonderful career orientation program. Like you heard, my name is Tato Dillis Orok, a final year MBA student studying
Human Resource Management. I also have a BTech, Bachelor's degree in Marketing. And today I'll be talking to us on something that is very, very serious. Yes, let me put it that way. That is very, very serious. Before I start, I would like to pose to us a problematic. Recently, if we are sincere to ourselves, we are going to discover that in almost all the offices where we go to, we have a problem of service. True or false? Have you ever been to the hospital and you're very, very sick, and the person who is supposed to administer to you an injection is asking the neighbor, how I want to do for choke this and I do an aha. And you begin to ask yourself, where is my life? The truth is, if you do a sample of that person, the person has all the qualifications and certificates to have validated him or her to be a nurse, to the extent that they are actually administering drugs to you. But on the field, you discover that there is a gap. Something is wrong. And this thing went wrong when the person chose the wrong career path. Most of the times we have entered offices and left them with very, very twisted faces. Why? Because we were being maltreated, poorly treated, or the expectations of the services delivered to us that was expected was not delivered as we wanted. Some of us, we are here, I'm sure majority, or if not all of us, are students. Have you ever been in a class where there's a teacher who is teaching you something? Even though you don't know, you immediately feel that that teacher does not know what the person is teaching you. Have you been there before? How does it feel? It's very stupid now. It really makes no sense. But this is what we face on our day-to-day life. And we thought as a commission that we can put an end to this. Like to make people to be where they have to be. Are we getting it? We don't want people tomorrow, or the younger generations, for you to find yourself maybe holding a chalk when you were supposed to be a pilot. That's where you can beat somebody's child in class and even kill the child. And you will not be remorseful because you are thinking that you are somewhere there in the sky. You think you're too much. So I want to be looking at the dangers of finding yourself in an unsuitable career path. But I would like to first of all define what an unsuitable career path is. There may be many, many definitions, but for this program, this is what we have accepted. An unsuitable career path is one that doesn't provide satisfaction, makes little or no use of one's abilities, gifting, and potentials, and may or may not be income generating. I take it all over. It doesn't provide any form of satisfaction, makes little or no use of one's ability, gifting, and potentials, and may or may not be income generating. In order to treat the dangers of finding oneself in an unsuitable career path, we try to structure it in different stratas, because when an individual finds him or herself in an unsuitable career path, it doesn't affect only the individual. It affects other parties. For example, your parents will be affected by the fact that you chose a wrong career path. Your school also will be affected because you chose a wrong career path. Even the institution that will ever recruit you will regret ever recruiting you because you found yourself in the wrong career path. And so since we are dealing with us, we are going to be starting with us. Point number 1, for the dangers of an unsuitable career path on the part of the student or employee, because we're expecting employees to be here. Number 1 is that you will suffer inferiority complex. Have you ever been in class and you were not good in mathematics and you found yourself doing science? And here comes the physics teacher and he has put his XY and everything he can put and is in front of you. You immediately start panicking. And sometimes for those of us who write concours, some of us when we go into concours to write them, when we see the way other people speak about a particular subject, a field or a course they master, we immediately start feeling what? Complexed. You're already scared. You know you will not be taken because you know you are not enough for that particular subject, course, or field. It happens even when you have managed to have all the certificates in that career path, and here you find yourself in front of an employer in an interview. For example, you studied, let's say, marketing, and you know very well that you cannot convince one person to buy a shoe. You know very, very well, talk less of biscuits. You have never even tried granuts, but you have a very fat portfolio that says you are a marketer. I, for one, degree, professional degree, not any kind in marketing, but I don't even know how to say anything. The only thing I know how to do is to buy, to say I don't know. You understand? And now maybe one of the tests that will be given to you is to convince a customer to buy a product, and there you go. You just immediately know that when that one will come, you will not be able to do what? To do it. So you live all your life in fear and complex. I'm saying this because I'm actually a victim of it. I did marketing, but I'm not a marketer. I'm a marketer by, let me say, career paths. But my wiring, how I was fashioned, I was not fashioned to sell. You understand? So it happened that every point in time, it disturbed me when I was going to look for a job. When I got there, especially Francophones, they are very good at selling. If you are not lucky enough, you meet a Bamileke girl who did action commercial, that's marketing, something else like that. And both of you have to go and stand in front of an employer, my friend. I tell you, you will know even before time that you will not be taken for that job. That is how you will live all your life when you choose a career path that is not yours. You will always have inferiority complex. Because of time, we'll go to the next point. The next point is your abilities and potentials will be underutilized. Let's take a very, very practical example. You know, as a commission here in Votnec, we believe that every human being upon the surface of the earth is endowed with special abilities and giftings. God did not create anybody empty. So, let's take, for example, you take a fish, right, out of water. This fish has eyes, he has gills, he has fins, he has a tail, and then you put it on the ground. Can that fish swim on the ground? Hello, we are talking together. Can the fish swim on the ground? Why? Let's answer now. Who can answer? Put up your hand. I'm seeing many hands behind there. It's as if the youngest generation, they are very interested in this matter, yes?
Because it was not fashioned to adapt to dry surfaces.
Thank you very much. It was not fashioned to adapt in dry surfaces. It has managed to find itself in an environment, but it is unable to function in that environment. Why? Because the features of a fish was not wired to be on ground, but inside what? The water. On contrary, when you take the same fish and you put it inside the water, I tell you, you will not be able to catch it. Why? Because its fins will find expression. The same thing if you take a bird, you remove it from the sky, you throw it into the water, my man. That bird will sink. Because you cannot fly inside the water. Wings were meant to do what? To fly. Some of us, we are here, we have wings, but we are using it in the ocean. Others have fins, and we are trying to use it in the air. The truth is that you will soon die. Because a fish cannot survive out of water, and a bird cannot survive inside the water. No wonder your results are very poor. You attempted to do science because you heard that scientists are strong people. You wanted the gist that goes with science students. And today he's showing you pepper. He's showing you hamba. You are really suffering. It could be any subject. It could be any course you choose. It could be any career you choose. You will notice on the inside of yourself that you are actually suffering. And truth is that you cannot utilize your capacities and your abilities to the optimal level when you are where you are not supposed to be. Next point is you will always feel a sense of dissatisfaction. Have you ever gone to maybe a nursery school? Truth is I cannot teach in a nursery school. Let me explain to us a simple story. The first day I was given the opportunity in our church to take care of the Sunday school, I lost 5 kilos. I'm very serious. I lost 5 kilos. When the Sunday school monitors came and met me in the evening, my lips were already cracked because I had shouted and shouted and shouted. The patience to deal with children is not my thing. I will always just shout. Because to me, I don't see them as children. I see them as, they should be reasoning. Even though you're small down there, you should have a brain. You should think with it. And so when you are not using that brain, I feel like the best thing to do is to do what? Shout. I'm telling you, I shrunk. I lost 5 kilos. And the next time we're going, there was a, how do they call this thing? Excursion. We went to the seaport to go and see, to enter the ship. And the next time they had another excursion, they were saying, Auntie Dillis, you will carry the children. I say, God forbid, that's not my ministry. I cannot find myself there. So you see people in school, one of the reasons why some teachers beat children too much is because they don't even have passion for children. And all the time you see them, they know very well they were not supposed to end up as teachers. So they pour out their frustration on the child by beating the child. In fact, I had one of my literature madam, she was my best teacher. The woman was very gifted. If she teaches you literature, you will never like to read biology. But you know what was wrong with this woman? All the time she came to school, she will not teach for her entire period. Why? Because she felt like the government was cheating her. She said with her portfolio, she was not supposed to be teaching the secondary school, but the university. So every point in time, since our mother knew that I was very gifted in literature, I was the one teaching my classmates. She would just call me and give me her notebook, and then I would go to class and lecture. Every time she was in class, she would always grumble. And if you're not careful, she would subtract your maths. Why? Because she knew she was somewhere she was not supposed to be. You will always have that sense of dissatisfaction. If you are reading history when you were supposed to be reading biology, it will vex you. You go vex all the time. Like it or not. That is why when you enter somebody's office in our days, they insult you. It's not actually because they wanted to insult you, it's that they are angry. They never wanted to end up as nurses. They found themselves there. Somebody did not want to find themselves as a clerk in a government administrative office, but they found themselves there signing papers. And it's so boring to them. So this level of dissatisfaction has never left them and will never leave them. And this is why we are talking to us, the younger generation, so that we don't find ourselves in that same level. Hallelujah. Sorry. Forgive me. One thing I did not say about myself. It's okay. Let's continue. So there's always going to be also a sense of regret. You will always be regretting. You'll be like, if I be no, I for instead do me na my history. See me now so biology. Female reproductive system. How I want to start drawing. Some of you don't know how to draw, but you want to go and do biology. And when they bring you female reproductive system, you cannot draw. You'll be drawing the parts of the vagina. I don't know how, like the map of Africa. You'll be coming out anyhow. And all the time, your mother will not understand why you're always angry and failing. She does not know that you are dealing with a spirit of regret, with a feeling that you are not where you are supposed to be. Let's leave that one for now. On the part of the parents, if you are a parent here, all of us are going to be future parents. I'm seeing one parent. My colleague said there was no parent, but there's a parent there. Mauro, please, can we put our hands together for her? That's one woman who goes with her children everywhere. Her children goes with her everywhere. So point number one is that you will end up with a child who is dissatisfied. We have already said that we are not going to stress with that. One of the reasons why there is tension sometimes in the family is when parents have so much pressured a child to do something, and the child finally did that particular let me say, that career path, followed it, and at the end of the day, there's always this tension. You always be like, you're blaming your mother. That because of you, if it was not that you were forcing me, I wouldn't have done this. To end up with a child who is dissatisfied in the house is very, very dangerous, because it will strain your relationship. It strains the relationship between mother and child. It strains the relationship between father and child. And the next point is that your resources will be wasted. Maybe you're watching me online. What use will it be for you to have sponsored a child through school for maybe, let's say, 20 years, only for that child to come back one day and look at you in the face and tell you, this is not what I wanted to be? Time wasted and money. Why? It was much more easier for you to have allowed that child to choose a path, and all what you were supposed to do was to make sure that that was actually what the child wanted to do in life. You will look at your money, you woke up in the morning, you took care of the child, you bathed the child and sent the child to school. Everything you did just for the child to end up dissatisfied. And the next thing is, there is a tendency of ending up with an unemployed child. You know why? Because when you are pursuing a career path that is not wired for you, your probability of having a job is very, very slim. Because the job market is very, very competitive. You may have a job today because maybe you shouted all night in church, and somehow you overforced God until he said, okay, let this child just have this job. But the truth is that it is your handwork that will determine whether you will stay there. That is why they always put people on probation. You have 3 months, you have 6 months. And during the 3 months probation, some go back to their houses. Because yes, the boss or the employer will discover that you were not who you said you were. What your paper has been talking about you is actually not you. It has been a facade all this time. And as a parent, you will be the one to welcome back that child in the house. The child will come back and meet you in that house. And if you were following up your child to become a doctor, when he kills somebody in the hospital, you will become the mother or the father of a murderer. The youngest mother and father of a murderer. And before you know, you'll be visiting the prison with a bowl of food. And you will still be thinking of that same child that you spend all your life to make sure that the child secures a career. We are painting this picture so that we understand how important it is for a child or a parent not to allow a child or a student to learn into an unsuitable career path. And then the probability of also living in regrets may be very, very high. You may later on, sometime in the future, discover that you pushed your child into the wrong path, and maybe you will not have enough guts to forgive yourself for that. Now, on the part of the hiring institution, you suffer the probability of recruiting an incompetent employee. This program was not organized just for students or children. It was organized even for business owners. If you have to you start up maybe an enterprise tomorrow, you are not supposed to recruit people who have by mistakenly landed into the profession you are hiring them for. If you do that error, you will suffer. And the next point is that you will suffer low productivity. The employee is going to be operating beyond capacity. And in the case of a student, no matter how the teacher will be teaching you maths, you will always have King Midas and the ass's ears. That's zero macabo. My math teacher will always draw a very big zero, and then he will put my ears and my nose and my mouth, and we'll call it King Midas and the ass's ears. No matter how well trained a teacher is, if he continues teaching a student who was not wired for that particular course or subject, the student will always be what? Below average. So it affects every area of life. Maybe you open up a private school and you are not understanding why a teacher puts in all his effort teaching, but yet the students score very low. Because in a private setting, in school, when children fail, who do they blame? The teacher. But they forget to know that maybe somewhere the students are not where they are supposed to be. And they are supposed to go down to the field and start checking in order to place them where they have to be. And then you may suffer loss of customers. If you hire somebody as a marketer who is not a marketer, your customers will testify. And when they testify, even your business will also testify that your customers have really testified until they have left. That is how bad it is. Incompetence, because the world is looking for quality and competence. Anybody will pay any amount to get quality and competence. And if it ever happens you recruit somebody like that, you suffer. So now let's look at some of the reasons why people choose an unsuitable career path. Number one, the almighty family pressure. Tell somebody the almighty family pressure. You're here, you want to be a journalist. Your mother and your father just got up. No, usually these things used to come from uncles. We don't go pay you ENS. One may go write. Go write that concours. Don't really pay outing. Just go write your name because we'll give you. You had never dreamt to become a teacher. What you wanted to do was journalism. And here you are. Pressure being mounted on you. And because your parents don't have money, they feel that teaching will help. They feel that since your uncle is saying that he's going to buy the concours for you, you have become the enemy. And your uncle has become the friend. And so what they do is that they gang up in the house. You must go write that ENS. You must go write that ENS. You must go write that ENS. You want to put on the TV. You never go write that concours. You want to eat. You never go write that concours. You want to pass this way. You never go write that concours. Even when you are praying, they'll tell you, you never go write that concours. The pressure keeps mounting and mounting and mounting. And this is how we have found many journalists who are now teacherlists. And sometimes you wonder, some of us have teachers, we can testify, who come to class. And if they have 2 periods, they use 1 period and they have discussion. They discuss. That your teacher was supposed to be a journalist. He just missed his track and found himself there. Maybe an uncle sponsored his concours in the ENS. Family pressure. Your mother, since she did not go to school enough, or she wanted to be a nurse, and then she got pregnant for you. She said, okay, since I gave birth to you, you come and be that nurse that I failed to be. And there you are now, reading biology, chemistry. And you reached in the hospital. You don't know how to pick vein. You don't know that when you move cannula, you should put cotton and what they call, is it seal tape on a, what they call that thing? Yeah, it's not my feet, that's why I don't know the names. Yes, plaster. You don't know that you finish, you have to put plaster. I had a very shocking case that we went to the hospital to get somebody out of the hospital. See, they look for cannula, or is it cannula? Plaster and cotton in the whole hospital. We are going to look for the bike to come and carry the person. The bike one was standing there looking for us. What are you people waiting for? We're waiting for the nurse to come and remove cannula. There is no cotton. And then finally the person removes it, does not put plaster. And we are leaving the hospital like that. That's how bad it is. So, other facilitators will come up to show us how we should manage family pressure. We know all the pressures we have. And the next one is peer pressure. The first facilitator was already saying something about that. Sometimes you hear people saying, hey, I want to be a bank manager. Hey, I want to be this. Hey, I want to be this. Because you don't know what you want to be. You just heard your friend saying that this is what I want to be. You just switch. Let me narrate to us a little story. When I was young, you used to watch Nigerian film, right? You see how somebody will suffer. Then when they want to prove that God has visited the person, you only hear he has become the bank manager of so and so bank. He is so and so. So when I used to watch those films, I knew that the highest job in this world was bank manager or manager. So when I was growing, even though I was arts oriented, literature, history, and English, all what I wanted was to become what? A manager, because I know that with that, you have a very big pay package. And that is how I landed myself with marketing. and human resource that you are seeing. It's just gesto. All that thing that is just. That's why I'm talking to you from experience to tell you that it is very, very bad to find yourself in the wrong career path. You will regret it the rest of your life. That's if you don't have somebody or some strategies that can help you to find your roots back. It may be very, very difficult. Because I was looking at friends, I was looking at this, I was looking at that. I wanted to do what the others were doing. Landed myself there. The next one is ignorance. A lot of us are very, very ignorant. And this is why programs like this, you should never miss them. They are very, very important. When you come to such programs, they open your mind. Your mind becomes very, very vast. Some of us are so ignorant to the point where we don't know that, for example, you want to do management, right? You are in school. You don't know that to go and do management in the University of Boya, you need ordinary level maths. That's how ignorant you are. It's only when you pass the advanced level, you say you want to go and do management, you reach there, and then UB tells you that, where's your ordinary level mathematics? That's what happened to me. With my big dream of becoming a manager, only for me to get to UB, and UB told me that you don't have ordinary level math. And the ordinary level math, I had the U++, P-Spot. P-Spot and his particulars. That's what I had. The failure was too big and huge, but I was going to do management. I did not know. I just knew that if you manage to pass economics and you pass geography, they can accept you for it, because I did A2. Ignorance. You need to read, ask questions, speak to people who have gone ahead of you. The next point is poor counseling. You have an auntie in the house. Because she did accountancy, she's forcing you to do accountancy. Say, see, you go touch money, so you go count, and so ask her that how much has she counted? How much has she counted in this Cameroon? You only count figures, you are seeing figures until you sleep, you are dreaming figures. And she's the one advising you that you should go and do accounting. That's why a lot of us, we are listening to counsels from the wrong places. People who are not even succeeding themselves in that area, they are advising you and you are taking their advice. The next one is competition. Competition. How many of us have seen students who compete in class? It's not that you like the subject, but just because you saw that lady, she did so well. That was something that was disturbing me. I was very, very much literature oriented. But because there was one girl in class who used to pass biology, I made up my mind that I would add biology to this thing that was. And I read biology so much, I came out the best student in biology, even though I was the art student. Thank you very much. That was how serious it was. But in foolishness, hyper foolishness. Imagine me in the hospital doing work with patients. And now you are wasting time. Instead of concentrating on the literature or maybe whatever you are wired for, you are yet dispersing your energy all at everywhere. You are just there. That's what happens when you compete. And that's how some of us, our parents are. Because you heard that this one child is a doctor, you wonder your child should become a doctor. And yes, of course, high rate of unemployment has killed everybody in Cameroon. Almost everybody. We just want it anyhow. Especially with the coming of professional schools. You can just leave you from science. You can do logistics and management. You can come from any area and become anything in this Cameroon. Because of what? High rate of unemployment. People are reducing and lowering their standards. You did nursing, but you are finding yourself doing banking. High rate of unemployment, because it has reduced us to nothing. All what we want is what? Is just a job. No matter where it comes from, no matter who gives it, you just want that job. And finally, the stigma attached to certain courses. That is where I'm going to end. There is a stigma. If you go to the university, we have university students here. Which are those fields of studies that are highly stigmatized? Can we name them? How many university students are here? Yes. Now which subjects, course, few? Women and gender. Law. You said law. Thank you very much. Education. You are hearing the fews, right? The moment, in fact, you be even when they don't know where to put you, where do they put you? Law, women and gender, education. That's where they throw you. So they make people feel like there are certain courses, subjects and field of studies that are not important. And so children who are wired for it shy away from it and go and do things they were not wired for. While others who are wired for something else, they send them to it. And for us who are from the secondary school, what are some of those subjects? French. It's for the Southwest. Management. You are a commercial student, right? Management marketing, right? General, you should talk. Are you forgetting literature? In our days, right, since I'm ending, let me narrate to us a little story. When I went to upper seats, because before I even went to upper seats, we already had a name that was tagged to anybody who does A1. They call you Kolboxieng. Because they know that with A1 you cannot have a job. You cannot become anything in this life. You only end up as a call box. And it was at that point in time that call box was really giving money. So I said to myself, God forbid, even though this literature is in my body and I'm inside literature, I cannot go and do A1. So that you should call me call box here. I cannot end up with a call box. I cannot. And that is how teachers will come to class. They will blast. You are studying literature. Where will you go eat? History, only dates. This one, this, that. So they stigmatize some subjects and field of studies to the point that children who have a calling to that area, they run away from it. And like me, I landed into what is not my own. And today I'm suffering. So if I were you, I will not repeat the same mistake that this sister that is talking to you now did. Don't repeat. Tell your neighbor, don't repeat the same mistake. For those of you who are still in secondary school, it's still very early for you to redress your steps. Somebody will come to tell you how to switch career if you have actually missed your track. Let me narrate to us a little story of my life as I round up. Let me tell you how I ended up doing marketing. After I went to UB, and UB told me that I cannot do management without maths. One of my pastors just called me and said, there's a professional school, you can go and do management there. With the management, you can become the bank manager you were dreaming to become. I said, really? My parents had already told me that after advanced level, I have only 2 years to go to school. After that, I should forget any other thing in school. I will sponsor myself. Being the firstborn, I have siblings behind me. I wanted them to go to school too. So I decided to take a shortcut to go and do HND. Because they told us at that time that anybody who go to professional school, when you come out, you just have a job, you become hot cake. That's how they were fooling us. So they did not fool you. It's not about professional school. It's about what is on the inside of you. How far you have worked it out. So I finally landed in the school and I'm like, yes, I'm here. I want to do management. There were people seated like our mamas are seated here. They told me that, okay, with management, these are the courses, this and this, that, and that. And I will only see maths, figures. And then I asked, I said, are you sure this is management? They said yes. And they said maths is compulsory for managers. I said, no, me that don't die. I knew that my own school and education was already finished. I packed my things from that table and I was going. One of the young men was sitting at the table, came after me and said, because they were marketers for the school, so they really have to convince you to take at least one course because they will give them stipend for it. So he brought me back and told me that, well, my sister, since you are running away from maths, there is another commercial field here. It does not really require maths. I said, really? Tell me. He said, yes. I said, which one? He said, marketing. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. He said, marketing. Do marketing. The math is not compulsory. It's optional. If you want to do math, you do. If you don't want to do it, you are like. I said, okay, now, give me the marketing. That's how I choose marketing. That's how I landed with a BTech in marketing. So somebody may just see it and celebrate, oh, BTech in marketing. Oh my God, this girl, she's too strong. But you don't know that it was Tumbo Boss Calabar. I landed there. Some of us are planning to do it. If you are trying it, tell your neighbor, stop it. Stop it, oh. Stop it. Thank you very much.
Sure. Sure. Royalty. I like you fine. Who is getting blessed? Let me see. Is it getting hotter? Sure. Can we just walk around for 1-2 minutes, share some few things with your friend? Just stand up, relax, talk with somebody. I'm not seeing most of people writing. And try to find out one or two things. When you come back, I'll ask.
Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a public relations officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VOTNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VOTNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, then let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there. Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a public relations officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VOTNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VOTNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, Then, let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there. Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a Public Relations Officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VODNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VODNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, then let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there. Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a Public Relations Officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VODNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VODNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, then let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there. Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a Public Relations Officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VOTNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VOTNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, then let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there.
The grace of God has helped us for 11 years now. And amazingly, we met in the university. I wanted you to smile and laugh. Look at your eyes are very attentive. I'm also saying that people meet at various. You are not hearing the grammar. People meet at various, and this can be that. I did not say it. People meet at various. Yes. Yes, I've known her. We met on the journey while we were finding our career path, on the journey of academics. And then God helped us. And here we are. I'm confident of what you're about to receive. And every speaker that is speaking here, I'm confident, like I told you, you will not regret this moment of being here. A lot of changes and readjustments are going to be taking place. And I want you to be on your feet. Help me celebrate this beautiful wife of mine, a mother and a career woman.
Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Let us have our seats. Yeah, we really want to appreciate God for my husband for the privilege, the opportunity to have this time to talk to us. Amen. Yeah, it's a great moment, and I believe nobody is going to go back the same. Hallelujah. The first speaker has really laid the foundation so that you can start thinking where you find yourself. You start looking at yourself, whether you're already facing some of those dangers, some of those consequences, or whether you are already in the right path. Amen. Oh, sorry. But it's well, it means let it be so, okay? I'm talking on locating an ideal career path. Are we there? Locating an ideal, a suitable path in your career. The first speaker was talking about the dangers when you find yourself in something unsuitable. Now I'm talking about locating a suitable. So you have seen already the problems when you don't locate the suitable. So now we're talking about locating now what is right. Are we there? So Mrs. Eta, you saw my profile. I'm a teacher. I teach economics. I'm a GCE examiner. We are just marking the GCE, awaiting results. I'm currently pursuing a master's in educational foundations and administration in the University of Boya. I'm in my second year now. So, when you look at the heading, locating, we have what is an ideal career path. What is an ideal? You see, it is a career path that provides maximum satisfaction. Are we there? Is income generating and makes the utmost use of one's abilities, talents, potentials, giftings, and the rest. Are we following? Maximum satisfaction. We're talking about that career path that gives you what? Satisfaction. You are fulfilled. You get a sense of fulfillment. You are so satisfied that no, I'm in the right path, what I'm doing. And it also does what? It generates income for you. You get money from it. You can use it and get money, get a pay package. Then your abilities, your giftings, your talents, everything within you is also being what? Is being exploited to what? The maximum. The things, some of the things that we've been writing here, you discover that when you find your career path, those things will be used. You'll be using them along the line in your career path. Are we there? The next thing is how to locate an ideal career. The first thing is to find out what excites you. Are we there? Find out what excites you. What are you excited about? We all sitting here. Is that something that excites you? Is that something that means you can really get up from your bed and say, oh, I wish to go and do this thing. I want to go and do this thing. Do we have some things that make us excited? It's like, if I don't do this thing today, no. That means if the whole day passes without you doing that particular thing, you don't really feel somehow. I don't know if you're getting it. You should be picturing yourself. Be picturing, or you even picture just this today. Or you picture yesterday. Or you picture your days. What are those things that when, that is like, even if they say sleep the whole day, that thing you say, no, this particular thing, I must get up and do it. Even if they even assign to another person, it's like, no, I should be the one always doing it. That thing that makes you excited. You are so happy about doing it. Even when you just hear about it, you are just excited that I want to do it. You are excited. Maybe they say today, because there are so many things you may want to be, whether a doctor, whether a teacher, whether a caterer, whatever. You can just maybe excited about cooking at home. It's like, no, it should just be me. Just be me. You are just so excited, I just want to be the one. or maybe there's somebody coming to the house, maybe there's some issues, say, oh, I want to be the one to really talk to them. I want to be the one to really counsel them. You are just so excited that no, that means nothing really disturbs you. That thing that if they just mention it, you can skip from the bed. But there are other things that is like, when they just mention it, it's like, it's just sleep for the whole day. So you must know what excites you. That thing that makes you looks like, and you know when you're doing that thing that excites you, don't get tired. That excitement is there. Are we there? So to locate your career, you must know what excites you. Because that excitement will always be there and not die. Than once you are in it. If you need excitement, will not die. Are we there? And you know that even if you pay package or it's something very good. But when you come to that thing that excites you, even when the pay package is not there, there is still that excitement. Because that is not what drives you. It is the thing in you that is driving you. That is why even when, if you are doing something that you're satisfied, maybe you're a doctor, you're a teacher, you're a lawyer, whatever you are, even when the month is ending and salaries delay, it doesn't really bother you. You still go in again and say, no, I'm going to. You are a singer and maybe they invite you somewhere and you are not paid. It doesn't, the thing is, oh, you just feel that, oh my God. But when you come to that point where you look like, hi, this, after I've sweated, after all my singing, after all my talking, they called me to come and be an MC in the occasion. After all the talking, they just left me to go like that. Or they just gave me 5,000 francs that please ask for your transport. That one, nothing, whatever they give you doesn't move you. Hallelujah. So whatever they give you doesn't move you. What it is that excitement of what? Because you just feel like, I just want to do it. I just want to do it. You're finding what? There's a lot of excitement in it. Are we there? Those things that you like doing. The next thing is that you should critically look at your gifts, look at your talents, look at your values. Look at your giftings. What are the things you have been endowed with? What are the things you can do? What are the talents, your innate abilities? What are those things in you? There are things that we all seated here, everyone has an innate ability. It may not be one, it can be above one. It's just that thing that you can do without stress. There are people that can sing that have never been taught. That's what I'm talking about. You have never gone to a school to go and learn how to sing. There are people that just sit and they just know how to play the piano. Somebody just sits, when it comes to cooking, you can put everything it becomes. You just give it a name. When they enter there to handle. There are people that that means they know how to dance. It just flows from within. That thing that is natural. There's those things. So you must look at them. Look at yourself. What are those things? You begin to write them down. Begin to write those things down. I love this. I love this. I love this. I always like doing this. I always like. Or you can look at those things that people always come to you for. Those things that people always come for you to come and get. Or people always appreciate you. That there is some, because sometimes you may even minimize and say, but what is all this? You may just come, maybe you go to a place and the way you do something, maybe you did an arrangement and they appreciate you. Then you go to another place again, you discover that anytime you touch something, an organization, you discover that people keep appreciating you. There is something in you. You can be that kind of person that when people come to talk to you, maybe they have problems. Whenever they talk, you discover that anytime you just talk, oh my God, they always come back to give testimony. And say, no, the day this sister spoke to me. Another one will say, the day this person spoke to me. So you discover, those are the things. Look at what you have been doing and people have been coming to you to thank you. That, oh, thank you for this thing. Or they appreciate you. Or they always come and call you that, please come and do this. It's because there is something where in the inside of you that I've seen. And so you have to do what? Take notes of that. Take notes of what people thank you or what people call you to do. Every time. You discover there's one particular thing. They keep calling you, come and do this thing. You discover that no, there is something in line. with what you want to pursue in life. Are we there? Then also your values. What are your principles? You have principles. There are things that you cannot negotiate. You must know them. There are things that even if hell is breaking loose, there is this thing I cannot do. There is this one that no, even if sleep is in my eyes, I must complete it. There are some things that no matter what, you cannot, that means unbreakable. What are those values? Those core values, those principles in your life. What are those things you must look at? Because some of us, there are things that we cannot do. There are things that we can easily do. We can easily compromise some things, that some that we cannot compromise. Somebody can call you, maybe you can be called, maybe that maybe you love swimming. You say, can we go for swimming? Then you look at that time and somebody said, oh, I need you, I have an occasion, I want you to come and cook there. You look at that swimming that you like. You say, okay, no, this cooking, I cannot. Swimming, wait. They call you for an occasion, come and be an MC. Then maybe someone is calling for another thing. You discover that it is not even about the pay package, but it is something that you know that no, this one like this. What are your core? You must look at yourself. Look at the things that you cannot negotiate, that you cannot compromise. Look at your values. Look at them very well. And begin to see the values that you're upholding in your life, because we all uphold certain values. Certain values. So you should look at them. Are we there? Another thing is that you should get a mentor. Somebody you can look up to. A mentor in the car. Maybe you want to be a doctor, you can get what? Can be somebody who has been a doctor. So that you can do what? Talk to the person. The person can be directing you. Because whatever you want to be, others have been. So there are people that can help you out. Are we there? Somebody who can also help you out. Who can tell you that this, like this. Somebody that you'll always be there to be reporting to, accountable to. So that you can be helped out. Are we there? Somebody that you look up to. You go there for counsels. To get counsels. You go there to know some things. Maybe you're stuck somewhere. You want to know something. Say, I need a way out of this. You can have a career mentor. You want to be a barrister. You can have a mentor in that area. A doctor, a teacher, whatever you want to be. There are people there that you can go so that they can do what? Help you out with that. Are we there? Then the next, understand your interests and your strength. What are the things you are interested in doing? What are your strengths? You must know your strength. The things that you know, that when you want to handle them, you can handle them very well. Because what about strengths and weaknesses? There are things that you can do well, and you know. There are others that you cannot do well. You cannot try maybe to be a manager, or let's say maybe an accountant. You want to be an accountant, but you have a lot of problems with money. That means when you see money, if you don't handle that, if you don't use the money, you don't even mind whether the money belongs to people. It's just that once money enters my hand, it is to be used. You should know that you should start taking your time, that area of being an accountant. There's already a problem there. I'm not strong in doing what? Handling money. You should know your strengths. That means you should, and one of it is that you should know your personality type. Therefore, you have the sanguine, choleric, melancholic, and phlegmatic. Know yourself. Know what you can really do and what you cannot really do. All those things have a lot to play with where you are going to. You should know your strengths. If you are not patient, there are some things you cannot handle. Like what the first one was talking about. If you're handling maybe children, you must be patient, because it is not easy. You must be patient. Because sometimes some of them will do some nasty things. But what it is, that excitement that you had, that no, this thing like this, I love it. That will keep you there no matter what they do. Even when a child insults you, you are not moved. Because you know what is keeping you there. It's not even the pay package. It is that excitement in you. So you should know yourself. Know your strengths, what you can really do and what you cannot really do. Because when you start knowing what you can really do, it already helps you to fix your mind to know that no, there is in this area like this. In this area. If you, for example, maybe you want to be, let me put maybe a barrister, a lawyer, and you're the kind of person that you know that you are easily carried. That somebody can really pay you. That means something can be given to you and you're convinced. And you decide to take sides. You discover that when you enter there, if you are not careful, you may compromise. Because if somebody brings a very high package, you will say, okay, this is the truth, but money is now speaking. Something inside your pocket is what is talking now. It's no longer what? Your integrity. It's no longer the values you uphold. Are we there? If you are not careful. But when you know your strengths, that no, I can. Like in the teaching field, sometimes, you know, parents will even call and tell you that, please, can you really tamper? Can you really affect my child's results? Check my child's results, please. Then even send you Momo. One of my colleagues was sent money. And he met me and said, this particular parent has sent me money. And wants me to do something. I said, Abek, don't do anything. You know, it will not end here. I told him that it will not end here. Tomorrow you see that very people will be pointing. Then from there, that parents will go and be telling other parents, please, if you have any problem, go and meet this particular teacher. He's going to help you. I said, don't try it. And thank God that he too is a believer. And he just sat quiet as if he has not received the money. Just quiet without replying the woman anything. And the child finally failed. And the woman came because the issue is that her marriage was at stake. Because once the child failed, the father of the child already said, if that child fails, problems in that house, whether you're leaving the house. So the woman was already at a kind of tight point where she had to look for solutions. And you see that, you discover that if you are not strong, I don't know why you are there. You may think that you are just there to be doing things anyhow. But when you know why you are in that area, that you are there to serve, you discover that what? You will not just do things anyhow. Because you are dealing with what? The lives of people. You are dealing with the destinies of people. Are we there? The next thing is that make use of what? The experts that are around you. There are people that have become what you want to become. There are people. There are industries. Maybe you want to produce something. You want to produce a product. You can go to industries, firms that are already doing what? Producing that. Go there. Find out or go there and even do what? Do internship. Go there and learn. You want to be something, go there and do what? And learn. Learn from those who are already what? Making it. You want to be a singer. If you see where they're training, what do? Go there and learn. You want to be a caterer, you do what? Go there and learn. You want to be a barrister, where should you go? Go to the chambers. Go to somewhere and do what? See what they are doing there. Go to that industry. Don't just have it in the name that, oh, this and that. Go to that particular industry and see how things are being done. See how they behave. See how they talk. See how they manage things. So that when you become that, you know that what? That is what we are supposed to do. If you're a doctor, you should not come. You don't spend all your time. You want to go and take training. You go to where and you go to a catering school. You say you want to become a doctor. At the end, maybe when people come to the hospital, you say, I have fever. I say, please go and eat potatoes. My stomach is disturbed. You say, no, I know something like that. That one, I'm sure if you eat rice and beans, it's going to, you see. But get to experts. Because there are people who have already been what? Been there. Are we there? They are experts in the field. People have taken their time to be trained. To train themselves. When we're talking about, when you look at the other point about the skills there, the gifts and the rest, you have to do what? Look at those things. There are things that some of us are skillful in. And what about being skillful in something? It means, like, what about these experts? It is somebody who has trained himself and become skillful in it. There are people who are skillful in playing piano. People who are skillful that when they touch food here. People who are skillful that when they hold the mic to sing. People are skillful that when they want to minister the word. People are skillful in diverse areas because what? It has taken time and what? Training. So you too should do what? Go there and try to do what? Learn. Hear from them. Get their experiences, their challenges, so that you prepare yourself for where you're going to. Are we there? Hello? The next thing is benefits of choosing an ideal career path. The first thing is that you gain a sense of what? Fulfillment. You become fulfilled. You are just so happy. Why are you gaining that sense of fulfillment? Because you know that whatever you are doing as a career, you are using it to serve. You are getting a sense of fulfillment because lives are being blessed. Lives are being blessed. When people come to you, for example, the common example, sometimes even in the hospital, because many of us go to the hospitals there. Just imagine you see one woman who wants to give birth. He's going there and shouting. So some nurses will say, Madam, is quiet. Now wait. The way they will shout at. Sometimes you go there even confused and they kind of shout to you. Ask yourself. Sometimes you look at some people, you go the way some people welcome you and talk with you. They carry your matter as if it is theirs. That's where you know that there's a difference. There is a difference. There is a difference. I, for one, for example, when I'm in school, when I'm in class, it is a culture, and sometimes even if I don't want to speak, I'll always speak. For example, our class is 1 hour. It's 1 hour for a class. It is almost impossible that I enter the class without giving one advice. That means even if I'm teaching and even if it's in between, it can be from the beginning, it can be in between, it can be at the end. But it's difficult to leave. Because somehow, somebody may push me. It may be me prompted. It can be me myself. Are we there? I myself prompted to say something, or a student prompts me to say something. Maybe what the student says, or the student's action. Because I'm that kind of person. I don't believe in insults. No child is dull. So when I just hear a student just abuses another, it is difficult for me to just behave as if I did not hear. I will always voice it out. I may not repeat what you said, but I will react to what you said. I will just say, you don't insult somebody. And I may even come and talk directly or look at you. I say, next time you don't say that. Don't say that to your classmates. You don't say that. So there are so many things that is beyond just teaching them. Because I always make them understand that if I teach you, I always make them listen that educating a man without teaching that person the fear of God, you have simply made one wise devil. And I told him that I don't want to make wise devils, and they'll be laughing. And it makes it such that every time, even when I come to class, when I start talking or advising, Madam, please. When I say, okay, the topic of today, no, madam, no, madam, no, madam, no, madam. They will try to bring me back again. I say, no, I did not come here to counsel you people. I came here to teach. I say, even though I'm a transformational teacher, but that's, madam, I say, no. Even when I will talk in one class, when I say something, maybe in upper seat, when I'm coming to class, lower seats already know that I'm coming. As I'm entering the class, madam, we heard that you advise the upper seat. Madam, tell us. Madam, tell us. I say, no. I'm not telling you anything. I've come here to teach. Let's begin. I say, no, let's begin. So it's just like that. Keep canceling them. And there's been a such way that even after school, sometimes students come and meet me. Madam, I have this problem. I came to teach economics. But sometimes students come and tell you about issues with their own lives that is even beyond the class. That I'm facing this, I'm facing that, my parents this. Because I go beyond just teaching you. Why is it that a child will really fail? Because sometimes I used to call some of them, why did you fail in my subject like this? And one time I asked a student, I discovered that that student is in school, but thinking about the house. That, hey, I don't know what is happening now to my mother. I said, what's happening to your mother? Hey, because the father is in one country. She said, the father has come, the father will beat the mother, or the father will beat. I said, you're in school. You are there thinking of what is happening in the house. I said, I just have to see the child. I said, please, your future is very important. Forget about what is happening at home. Just behave. You are now in school. Read your books so that you make your mother proud. You cannot sit and be failing with the issues at home. That, this, and that. Those are some of the things. I even have a child currently that the mother is it China? There is this issue of, when you sometimes see a child fail, you try to interact. And I called the child one time, what is the issue? Why are you failing? So I discovered that the mother is out of the country. She has a junior star. She's staying with the father's sister. And it looks like the treatment at home is not the best. There's that kind of discrimination. So when the child comes to school, it affects the child. And the mother too is not there by her. So I had to talk to the child. I said, okay, give me your mother's number. Gave me the mother's number. I wrote to the mother, spoke to the mother. So I tried to make that opportunity where if there's an opportunity, I'll make the child to talk to the mother. Then if there's anything, I say, okay, tell me. Let me tell your mother. So it made it so the mother was, even till date, the mother always called, thank me. Because when the child does not have some things, I'll call the child. What is it? Okay, the child will make a list. I will give to the mother. I see your child does not have these things. The mother will send money. I will buy the things and I give it to the child. The mother today, she will thank me. She said she does not know that I'm just a God sent. Because she does not know what the child. And now the child repeated from 3. Now the child has passed and gone to form 4. So there's some of those things that it is beyond. When you see it, it's just beyond the pay package. It's beyond the pay package. Then when you are there, you will know that there's a sense of fulfillment. Because you see how people are being blessed. You'll be seeing the problems of people as yours. You will see that place that I've come here to serve. You feel so satisfied. So satisfied. Are we there? The next thing is that you make the most of what? Your abilities, your talents, your potentials. You maximize them. You use them to the fullest. That you will see that stresslessly, the things that you love doing, you'll be doing them. Not out of constraint. When you are doing what you know that you're in the right path, everything, the things that you love, you start doing them straight. You're not doing it out of constraint. That if you love singing, and maybe a catcher, you can be in the kitchen, you're cooking, and you're removing those songs. You are singing with, that means you are singing and singing with a lot of what? Passion. You are singing with a lot of passion. With a lot of passion in it. You want, because what? You want people to be what? You want lives to be touched, because it's not just for you. Are we there? Those your gifts, those innate abilities. Because when you are where you're supposed to be, those things begin to manifest themselves. And you are building them up. Those things are being what? You are building those things up. Are we there? The next thing is that it is what? Income generating. You earn an income. I'm teaching, I get money. And it is not just that. It's not just only teaching. Even before I even became a teacher, before I even enrolled to teach, I used to be in our compound when I was at Gardens. I was not yet married. I used to just sit in our compound where tenants were renting. I just sit and we look at the neighbor's child like this. How the child just failing in school. Sometimes I'll just sit, put a blackboard outside, gather the children, come and put them there, start teaching the ABC, go right to the foundation, because the children, nobody asked me, the parents did not come and meet me that, can you teach our children? No. I will just sit, take the chalk, look for chalk, put the board, I say, all of you come and sit down. When they sit there, I'm seriously teaching them. Until some of the parents say, hi, appreciate it, and say, wonderful. And I'm doing, nobody, I don't ask them that, will you pay me? I never went and met the parents that, can you send your children? No. I sat myself, took the board, put it, and I say, you, all of you, come here, come and sit. When you come back from school, I say, bring your chair, bring your books, come and sit here. And I start teaching them. When I'd not even enrolled to start teaching. I never even had plans to even go and apply to even teach. But I just, in the compound, I'll just gather them there and begin to teach them. So you start noticing some of those things that you just find yourself you're excited doing. When nobody. Are we there? Those things begin to manifest themselves and you use them. Another thing is that you save time. The time that you're using to move from one area and others. You discover that when you have started, like what the first speaker was talking about what she was doing, then now she knows what she has to do. You discover that if she had used the time that she has used, if she had used it for what she really loved doing, she would have become now what? An expert. Are we there? It would have saved that time now. She would have been thinking of other things, how to be expanding and so on. Are we there? Are you following? So it saves you time because you're already on that path now that you want to be there. I want to be that lawyer. I want to be that dancer. I want to be that singer. I want to be that catcher. I want to be that teacher. I want to be that doctor. I want to be that. There was something one time I read on social media about somebody. The man became a very great doctor. And the day they were appreciating the man, when the person climbed, when they gave the man the mic, you know, when your parents are seated there with high officials, and you say, my child is a doctor now. You know what it means? How many years have gone to school to become it? Then they come now, they appreciate you in front of the whole world is watching. The man takes the mic to talk, and he begins to cry. The man cried and said, he has never, what an embarrassment, that he has never wished to be a doctor. All his life, he has always desired to be a musician. Yeah? The man was crying profusely. That all his life, he has never, now he was living the wishes of his parents. He cried on the mic that it has never been his dream to be a doctor. He has always loved to be a musician. So you can imagine how many years wasted. That is what it means. I went to the university, I did management. I have a first degree in management. I have a first degree in management. I did management because I did econs geomath. That was what I could do because I love math. I just like calculation. Anything calculation, I just like it. In my life, I don't do anything calculation. I don't do anything literature. So anything that comes, reading and the rest, all this literature, history, that's why they just disturb me. But just bring figures. Just ask that 1 + 1, this time, this. Oh my God, that means I really feel the excitement is there. Please, can you just help me add 5 + 5? Oh, you just see me, I'm really excited to tell you the answer. When I just see figures like that, my body is just, you know, you can imagine. When I just see literature, the thing is just, it just disturbs me. And that history. As I used to talk to my little girl at MGT, I say, you should learn for this thing, past events. What is history? Everything past events. What is it? You're boring places with past events. So we'll just be laughing there in the house. So you see, why? Because it doesn't really, but when it comes to figures. So I went to the university to do management. But I was just doing the management. Then worst of all is that going to a place where it's just French. Why? Because they will tell you that points and all that. When I went to UB, they did not tell me, so I went to Yaoundé. French. The thing was not, just learning the thing just to pass. That was what I was doing there. Let me just pass. But not really like, what am I going to do this management? Even though in my mind that let me be a manager, let me be that, but that is not. So with time, when I came now after some years, I entered into the teaching field. I've always had this desire of opening schools. I want children to go to school. I don't like when I see children moving around like this, carrying things on their hand and selling. I'm asking myself, you're supposed to be, I look at the time. It's time for school. What is the child doing outside? You imagine. So knowing that this is going to take me to where I'm going to do what? Have a school. Enroll children and all that. Keep doing what? Living it. That teaching what? Profession. Because it's a lot. I just enjoy it. Are we there? You save time. You become resourceful. People can start coming to you now to do what? To get what? Some advice. You become now a role model that people come to you. You become resourceful. People can come to you and get what? Advice. Come to you and get some things from you. You now become a resource center. Then when they say, hey, we want to get this, they say, no, go to that person. If it concerns this, go to this person. If it concerns this, go to this person. Are we there? You become what? You excel. You become exceptionally good. Not just good, but exceptionally. You are excelling in what you are doing. You are so different in what you are doing. You become what? More competitive in what? The job market. Everybody wants you. Because when you are doing it with so much, that means a lot. A lot. You are so competitive. When people see your results, it is there. So those are the things. Once you are doing it, and you keep doing it, people will see that no, this person is different, and everybody what? They want you. Can you come? Can you come? Can you come? Because I've seen what you're doing. Are we there? Yes, in that I just want us to watch a little video about that. Thank you very much for your keen attention. There was a little video there. It's because of the time from when we started. There was something we're supposed to watch, but I'll just take a very short one for us to watch. It's about a woman they call Oprah Winfrey. She had the kind of lifestyle she had when she was growing up was not really the best. Abject poverty, being abused sexually and all that. Being relegated because of the color of her skin. So many things happen. But today, how many people know about Oprah Winfrey? Yeah, but when you look at her today, you cannot really compare to where she's coming from. Are we there? So you discover that sometimes you are growing up. No, just take maybe the 6. That one is too long. You take the. Is it just one video that was? That one is 16 minutes. There's no time for that. Anyway, just at the volume, they should just listen to this. Because of time, there was really a video that you could really hear her life story and where she is today. Yes, I hope you. I believe some of you know Bishop T.D. Jakes. That's a birthday gift for her that he wants to show her. He made a video.
To meet people we would have never been able to meet. You brought them into our living rooms. We could barely straighten up the house quickly enough before company arrived. Oprah's on. You resisted the gravitational pull to reduce your brand to the truth. It's from my heart to you, okay? So come on. You gotta get up.
Gotta get up.
Okay, so come over here.
Come on over here.
And
Okay.
we're gonna stand here and I'm gonna hug you. It's from my heart to yours.
Okay.
Dear Oprah, you have inspired an entire generation, informed us, exposed us, and challenged us. You took us places that we would have never been able to go, to meet people we would have never been able to meet. You brought them into our living rooms. We could barely straighten up the house quickly enough before company arrived. Oprah's on. You resisted the gravitational pull to reduce your brand to the trivial and salacious just for the triumph of high ratings. You bucked the trend and endured the ridicule of lesser lights. As Michelle Obama would say, when they went low, you went high. So I invited you here to say, happy anniversary. You made us forfeit the dismal waters of mediocrity to experience the blissful wine of becoming the highest expression of ourselves. While I challenged the sacred, you brought hope to the secular. Who is O? A CEO? Absolutely. An acclaimed actress and producer? Without question. A savvy businesswoman? That's indisputable. But the reason that the public loves you so much is that we knew when our children were in trouble, our marriages in crisis and our cities in ashes, you'd find a way to use what you've been given to give back to us. And you did it without abandoning your humble beginnings, nor did you acquiesce to the pressures around you. Instead of responding, you were too busy shattering ceilings, knocking down doors, building schools for girls, affecting change, addressing universities, and advocating nations, pioneering programs, and yes, building your own network. Even when you don't feel it, always remember that you're a strong woman. In fact, a strong black woman. You fought off your foes, comforted your friends, helped your family, and still boiled black-eyed peas on New Year's Day and grew cabbage in your garden. While we were watching this powerful woman every day, God wasn't. While we were reading old magazine, God wasn't. What he was doing was watching over the little girl from Mississippi that lives inside that woman. He sheltered her.
Okay, ugly cry.
He cuddled her, nurtured her, he carried her, and sometimes he even comforted her. He took her by the hand and walked her into the sunshine and out of the rain. He let her live to see so much more than life's heartaches, tragedies, or even her own pain. Never stop reaching out to him because he has always reached back for you. In your darkest moments, he was holding that little girl up and letting her see that despite of all who forsook her, betrayed her, and denied her, he chose her, called her, He made her a promise to protect her under the pinions of his mighty wings.
Wow.
While we were watching Oprah, oh yes we were, he was watching you. With all due respect.
I'm not here talking about the challenges. Yes, she's too tall. And today she's a great philanthropist. She's on American talk show. She's a journalist. She always loved speaking. But there was not that platform. But she didn't give up. Are we there? So you look at all that. When you look, you put all the things around you, you will discover that they are all taking you to somewhere. There are people that are pursuing their career today that never allow some things to hold them back. So look within you. Look at the things around you. What are the things happening to me? What are the things happening around me? Take time and begin to write them down. There may be so many, like what we say you should write down. Some of those things you have written, maybe some of you were sitting and saying, hey, I forgot something. When you go back, write all those things. Keep writing them. Write the things that you love doing. Write the things that you find yourself doing. Those things that you have a passion for, that you can do without anybody even inviting you, that can you come, or even paying you. All those things have a lot to do with the path you have to choose as a career. Are we there? Are we there? Thank you for your keen attention. Amen. Is there any question before the next speaker comes up? Yes. If they want you to pay, it all depends. When you say pay, what do you really want to learn that they're expecting you to pay? Is it that pay 500 francs, pay 1,000, or is it like a training, the person has a training school? Or in what area is it? Is it that maybe, for example, you love singing? Is it that somebody has a school where they train singers and you want to go there? Yes.
Then maybe you approach that singer and explain your deal for singing. The singer will not be willing to help you unless you pay. Even if the singer doesn't have a school or the singer was maybe ready to take money from you, but just because you have approached the singer and want the singer to be a mentor and ask the singer questions.
Alright, if the singer wants you to pay and you don't have it, maybe you locate another person. Are we there? Dad? You just keep praying to God to order your footsteps, because there are people who are out there who are ready to. They are ready to teach. They are ready to help. It's not everybody. That's why I'm saying that on people that are gifted in some things, that means it's not everybody who has a heart for something. It's just that it is, they are just so much. There are some people, life is like this. Somebody, maybe the kind of treatment I had to get what I had. So I'm waiting for others. I have to also. So many things are attached. But you should, that should not discourage you. That's what I'm saying. No matter what, once you know that thing is in you, people should not discourage you. That they say you should pay and you don't have the money to pay and you cannot get to it. Then you forget about them. And keep looking, because you will finally see somebody who can help you. Because the mentor also can be, let me put it, the mentor, okay, let me go beyond the mentorship in that area of maybe what you want to do, not so. Let me go up, lift it up again, like what you can say, maybe a mentor spiritually. Are you understanding? Do you know a spiritual mentor? What is it? That means somebody who is helping you spiritually can be who is shepherd over you. I want to put it in a simple way. Somebody you're looking up to spiritually, not so. That person can help you, connect you. Are you understanding? Okay, let me bring it now to Votnek, where you are. Are we there? Our father is our spiritual father. All right. Here, if you love singing, we have singers where he can tell you that, hey, take this lady and teach that lady. Are you getting it? We have a barrister here where maybe you want to do law. I hope you're getting it. So you can have some of those things through a spiritual mentor you are submitting to. Are you getting it? Yes. So the issue is that even if everybody around you, the issue, somebody may sing, but the person is not an expert singer. So you should not get confused. Don't go and look because everybody is singing. And you think that no, since I'm singing, you are singing. Or maybe, for example, maybe the person, the voice now is now straight. You think that it is not because, okay, let me say, for example, maybe somebody is in, there's a kind of level, because I'm looking at see if maybe the people you're looking around, maybe somebody that is already singing in a kind of way, maybe doing it, and you think that no. You can look for somebody who is now skillful. Talk about somebody who is really skillful in what the person is doing. Because sometimes you can meet somebody who is doing what you like doing, but that is not what the person will like doing. I can just like maybe cooking, but there are people that do something, but it is, I don't really like it. But it's just that I'm doing it. Are you understanding? For example, you meet somebody who loves cooking. Let me put an example. But you say, please, can you teach me that? But they don't know how to teach you. They may not be patient, but they know how to do it. But that patience that to really sit somebody down and say, learn this thing is difficult. But there's somebody that will be able to take you through. So you should not get confused between somebody who really, are you understanding? That's why you must always, it's good to also have a direction. Because sometimes you may go to a person that can insecure that little desire in you. So while you're looking, and if you ask somebody, the person does not, don't get discouraged. Or don't even try to get angry with the person. Just leave it and know that you'll get somebody who will train you for that. So are we there? But keep doing what you're doing. Keep loving it. Keep loving it. Just keep loving it. And you'll meet somebody for that. Yes. Questions?
And more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there. Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a Public Relations Officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VOTNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. During this, VOTNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, then let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there. Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a public relations officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VOTNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VOTNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady, that career you're in or about to get into, does it best fit you? Just to think about it, can you guide somebody adequately on what career path to choose? Let's talk about career. What is career all about? Career is a job that someone does over a long period of time with specific qualified skills and techniques. If you're still in doubt about this fact, if you need more clarifications, then let's solve these problems once and for all. Join us this Saturday, the 14th of August 2021 from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, the 15th of August 2021 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let's grab knowledge from powerful models like career orientation, how to choose a career, the challenges of choosing a career, and how to overcome these challenges. All of these models and more will be brought to you as we grab knowledge to guide us. Secure the perfect future for your child or children by having them attend this life-transforming program, and I bet you won't regret it. See you there. See you and your children there. Hello there, I'm Melissa Luma, a public relations officer and member of Voice of the New Generation, VOTNEC, a non-denominational Christian organization that is out to raise, equip, and empower kingdom-oriented leaders from all fields of life. Doing this, VOTNEC presents to you a knowledge-packed program captioned Career Orientation. There is a need to draw a clear line linking education, career, and the future. Remember, whosoever you choose to become in the nearest future greatly determines your choice of career path. Yet, many are not conscious, while some are not just aligned to this truth. As such, there is a need for substantial knowledge. Young man, do you know what career path best suits you? Young lady,
Eswa Enongwai Mavis Epuze Fru. I am a senior youth and action counselor trained from the National Institute of Youth and Sports, Yaoundé. It's a school that trains animators and those who work as coaches or in the sports department. The school actually has two sections. There is a section for animation and there is a section for sports. So I went in with first degree in economics and management sciences in a section for animation. Yeah, I have a master's and I'm a PhD candidate. Okay. I work with the Divisional Multipurpose Youth Empowerment Center for FACO, Down Beach, opposite FOCO, besides Computer World. Okay, this evening we'll be looking at the challenges or overcoming challenges when choosing the ideal career path. Okay? Choosing an ideal career path is one of those important decisions, just like when you want to take a decision to get married. It's like a decision of no return. Actually, it's a decision that you should take time to plan about it. And it's not something that you wake up from sleep to say, I want to become this. It should be a dream come true. Your career path is a dream come true, which means that we have to start talking about career as early as the children are seeing the primary level. As they grow up in the secondary, they go to high school, before they enter university, they are into their full career fulfillment. That's why you see with the whites, they monitor their children so closely. If you discover that a child loves drawing, a child loves singing, a child loves cooking, they just start orientating that child from that very young age. And before you know it, that child becomes a specialist in that field. But with us, the Africans, and especially the Cameroonians, we want to wait until after the A levels probably before we start thinking of, what do I want to become in life?